Hello coloring friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you some pictures which are my most creative ones, maybe most crazy ones also, and the result is not always the best. It's not my most beautiful pictures, but I really think I tried something special on these pages, so at least it was creative. And maybe it can send out some inspiration to someone. So I guess you have seen some of them before, maybe all if you are following me on Instagram. But I'm going to start with two pictures in Sagor och sägner by Emily Lidehäll Öberg. Let me see. Yes, this one. I think it was a real fun idea to try to do the page as a stamp. So it's Sweden 10 crowns, and then I tried to do these things, the pattern that is around a stamp. And I don't think it's perfect, but I really think it was a fun idea. Maybe you can try it on some page someday, because I thought this page looked like it could have been on a stamp. And the other picture I wanted to show you is this one. I don't think this is especially good looking, but I remember when I did it, I thought it was a bit boring. When I had done the houses and the flowers, and then I came up with this idea to do different backgrounds around them all. So I did like bubbles around them, and this is like, I think this looked like the Moomin house, if you know Moomin. The Tove Jansson's Moomin. And I tried to do some light summer sky with some clouds. Not clothes, clouds. And here it is. I don't know what is this, but it is a rainbow at least, and I don't know what I thought with this one, the yellow and pink inside. And here it was winter and snowy, and here it was like a sunset background. So even if it's not my favorite, it's I really like it because I remember when I did it and it was fun, and I think it was a creative idea. Next picture I think you have seen, because I did this quite recently. It's the picture from Johanna Basford's World of Flowers, the US copy that have broken into pieces. Oops, sorry. So this picture looked like this from start, but I thought it looked like a record, and had this idea about, I mean, it's flower on top of it or around it, so I thought, yeah, of course it needs to be a flower power record. So I googled up some reference pictures of flower powered records, and I did some tracing of the text, and I did this. And it was quite difficult to try to do the record under the flowers because it was in the way. I would like to be able to take them away, do the record, and then put them back, but that wasn't possible. So I remember it was difficult, and it's a bit crazy, but that is also why I have it in this video. I think this was a creative idea, which I'm really happy with. Okay, I have this is an older one from early on when I colored. I did this page in Johanna's Christmas, and I think it's quite creative. I did try to do a flower, like framing it, and then it's a lot of glitter, and it's actual regular glitter, so it's not glitter glue, I think. I don't remember how I put it on, but I must have put some some glue on and then sprinkled the glitter. So that was an early attempt to be creative in the books. And let me see. Next book is Enchanted Forest, and yeah, this is not a pretty sight. Maybe you've seen it before. It's my attempt to do decoupage with just regular newspaper, and then it was so ugly, so I tried to color it on top, but still I wanted the text to shine through. So I must have used some watercolors maybe on top. But this, I don't like it, and I have a plan to change it, but I can't decide how, or if I'm just gonna cover it with black acrylic paint, or if I'm gonna try to do something else with it. So yeah, it's still here, and it's not super bad, and I really like that I tried it, but well, it was not this I had in mind when I started to do this, but yeah, now here I tried decoupage, so at least it was creative. And next page is from Eye with the Inky Butterfly. I think I just showed this in the video with my name pages. This was my first attempt. I used a lot of what is the name? Stencils. I had bought a stencil with butterflies that I used for it, and I think it's just too much. But yeah, at least it was I dared to try it, and I think it's quite creative. Next page is the text page, also from World of Flowers, which I have done in three different pages, because I did it on camera for another page to show how I did it, when I traced the text with the soft pastels. Yeah, and this is also a tracing from a picture that I found online. So I think this was a creative page, and this one I'm really happy with. I think it turned out nice. Yeah, next page is from Enchanted Forest. No, Secret Garden, sorry. And it's this, my Space Galaxy garden. It was just white with nothing in the middle. It was one of these empty things in the middle, and I didn't know what to do with it, and I can't draw, so maybe this was when my galaxy craziness started, because yeah, then I did this galaxy, and it's with Neocolor and pencils and a lot of Posca dots, and I think it's a bit crazy, and it's a bit difficult to see the beautiful flowers Johanna have done, maybe. And for a long time, this actually, maybe still, it looked like a boob. Someone wrote to me on Instagram when I had posted a whip picture in my stories, that was the only thing she could see, and after that was the only thing I could see. So I tried to do it less. I did this a little less circular, so they would more turn into a galaxy, but yeah, this was a crazy page as well. And another, I think it's my last, yeah, the last creative page I wanted to show you today is not looking good at all, but I think it was a fun experiment, and it was a creative idea. It was in Johanna Basford Your Pages group on Facebook, a challenge to do squares, to divide your page in different squares and then color it. And yeah, it was not supposed to be so many squares that I did, but when I thought about squares, I thought about a chessboard. So I counted a chessboard and divided it into the same amount of squares. But then it was really difficult to, yeah, it was really difficult, everything with this page. especially with the white, because this book is not white, but I wanted it to be white, so I have used a lot of white Posca, but it don't cover very good, and it's not looking perfect, and then I have a lot of sparkle on it. I don't know if you can see it. So if you just see part of it, it's quite okay, but it's just too much. A lot of my creative ideas turns out to just be too much, but it's fun doing them, and sometimes one idea can learn you something that you can use in another picture. But I don't think I will do this again. But actually I have been thinking of doing a chessboard again, but then with some picture that don't have, yeah, it's difficult actually. So, well, I don't think I will do a chessboard again in a coloring book. I can't promise, but as you know, I like color, and this is just mostly just white and black. So I had to do some gold on it as well to make something happen in it, but it's too much white and black for my taste. And this is maybe one of my least favorites ever, but yeah, it was hard doing, but also at the same time fun. So by showing you this, I hope I have inspired you to experiment and to be creative and having fun. That is more important than the result. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you like it, if you give it a thumbs up, more people will find this video and this channel, and subscribe if you haven't, so you won't miss any videos, and click the bell, of course, because otherwise you won't get the notifications when I put out videos. Yeah, that's everything for today. See you later, and goodbye.